Welcome to a world of might and magic, where the only limit is your imagination. Come along with us and find out what happens when you just roll with it. So I guess we can get right into recap. Get the specifics out. Do you want to take this, Sam, or should I?
Yeah, since, well, wasn't much, but there was much. While you guys are kicking ass and getting your ass kicked, or at least just Spoon and Bang were getting their ass kicked in the second round of fighting interesting creatures, but still kicking ass, so nonetheless not insulting. Woods was able to keep an eye out for any suspicious characters, and he was able to spot someone that still had weapons on their person, which was odd for the setting. I forget why. And saw them walking away, so he followed as well, disguising his appearance. And he overheard him saying that the targets were here. They're in the arena with whoever, just basically everyone in the who's fighting, and asked for what needed to be done, and Woods wasn't able to hear it. And the fellow came back, took a seat. Woods didn't have much social grace, but he thinks maybe he made himself look hidden, and still keeping an eye on the other guy while you guys are just finishing up the killing of these evil critters / goblins. And that's basically what happened.
Pretty much, so gain your inspiration.
I don't know what to do with that, but it's always fun to have it.
Well, you can use it to give yourself advantage on any roll of the d20. At least for now.
Sweet.
Until we come up with more fun stuff for you to use later. Because I don't remember if I explained it to you and Bang, but we use alternate inspiration, a system I came up with, where you could use your inspiration to do like a legendary action like a creature would.
Okay.
And it's kind of like fine-tuned to your character. So, that'll come to you eventually.
Okay. Sweet.
Alright, let's get the battle music going.
I had all types of modifications on Google Chrome, and now it's completely weird to use it.
That is interesting. Oh, let me actually get the descriptors for this creature up. And now we have a beastly creature from the deserts to the east, hunting sand and cave alike. The feared underground dwellers that all men should fear. And as you look around the arena, you see like the dirt that makes up parts of the ground shifting out of the way as if something is burrowing through the ground beneath them. And for the sake of my sanity, we're just going to move these corpses out of the way.
I really hope it's not what I think it is.
Well, what do you think it is?
I will not give you ideas.
Well, I've already got them on the board. You can't give me worse ideas. These creatures have no true home, what's said can take up a territory up to 30 miles wide, which it can hunt the extent of in a single day. These creatures rarely ever come together in packs, but we've got 2 of them here for you today. As the rippling ground kind of starts to encircle around us. As if they are stalking us from underground. We have for you today the Boulette, which are D&D's version of the land shark.
Oh boy. I did not knew these creatures, but now I love them already because they they look cool.
Yeah, they do. And they can be tough to bring down.
I have no doubts about it.
And let's just say that despite their uncanny appearance, they can jump better than Bang can.
Oh boy, and I'm right next one.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot to bring up Bang's page. So many characters.
Oh boy, am I really going to use my first action to cry?
Crying is a free action, thank you. Oh,
At least that.
Alright, let's see just how fast these creatures are. Here we
Oh,
go
no.
again, apparently. Oh no, that one rolled 3. Not so bad. They're just
That one's done.
first and last in the order. Alright. Wait, am I reading that correctly? Huh. Huh.
I'm getting nervous.
Alright, so as the first boulette launches itself out of the ground way up into the air, like 30 or 15 feet into the air as it erupts from the ground. And it's going to come barreling down directly between Paige and Krell. So it's technically on this space right here that I can't actually put it on.
I think halflings can occupy the same space as another
Yeah,
creature if they're larger.
yeah, that's what I'm going for here. It's occupying the same area as both Krell and Paige. So we both have to make a strength save.
Oh, I am great at those.
Krell failed.
-1. Oh wait, I'm a halfling.
Yeah, you're a halfling. That's a nat 1. Natural -1. That's hilarious. Both of us fail. Oh, it's strength or dexterity saving throw. You could choose.
I'm going to go with dexterity. At least it's not, you know.
Yeah, ditto. Oh my god, that is monumentally better. It's the difference between a -1 and a +7.
It took the same fucking number.
Well, actually, you rolled higher with the strength save. You just end up with the staying result. Alright. So it's using its deadly leap. So we're going to take some bludgeoning and slashing damage as it comes down upon us. And for some reason, it doesn't have a pre-programmed attack for this, which is annoying. Now I gotta roll that exact same amount again. Oof. So that's 28 in total. So Paige takes 28 and Krell takes 14.
Ouch.
As this massive land shark slams its form into the pair of us. At least you're primed for instant payback.
Yeah. Well,
You had no idea how much I had to resist doing a point blank fireball as Paige last session. They were all grouped so nicely together, and Bang could have dodged with his evasion.
you should have done that.
That's meta knowledge.
Meta knowledge. Yeah. Let's go with I don't want to get hurt because I'm already at 14 health, so let's cast Misty Step.
Just teleport the fuck out of there.
To get the fuck out of it, away from here. Let's go.
Alright, so you can move up to 30 feet to an occupied area. And that is just your bonus action.
And I'm going to cast a cantrip. Let's go with. Well, I only have one damaging cantrip, so. Firebolt. Which is not casting for a reason.
That's weird.
Let me roll manually. 21.
Yeah, that'll
Which I
hit.
assume it hits.
It'll hit most things. Ooh, 13
Causing
points
30
damage.
damage.
Ouch. You launch your firebolt into its flank, just singeing it a bit. It's got some pretty thick hide, so it's going to take more than that to drop it, but you're doing damage. As we move on to Bang. Yeah, the longsword served him good last time. He's going to get up in close with it. And Bang is running on empty here. 18 will hit, I believe. Yeah, 18 will hit. 410 plus a death strike, burning another key point for another 1 point of damage. Dealing 11 in total. And a second strike with that longsword. A 20 will also hit. For another 13. And Bang's really trying to catch up to Spoon's impressive 4-kill lead. And just trying to take it out as quickly as possible. As Spoon being Spoon, he's gonna march right up to it. What the hell is Spoon's sheet? My God, why did I give Spoon so many weapons?
the man is a walking weaponry.
You know what? Spoon is just dumb enough to think that this is a dragon, so he's going to use the Dragon Slayer. That'll hit. 12. And he's gonna
He has a
fall.
Dragon Slayer Greatsword. Holy shit!
Yeah, he stole it from the warden.
Oh,
How many superiority dice does he have left? He's got 4. He can go for a trip attack. Alright, so he imposes a strength save, I believe it is. Larger, smaller. Yeah, impose a strength save. Well, these things got good strength. It might actually make it. It does. Still takes the d8 of additional damage. He doesn't have that hotkey. Extra 5. Total of 17 on the first hit. And he'll swing that Dragon Slayer again for 20 that will also hit. Man, everybody's rolling high on the hits today for a further 12.
even the enemies.
I don't know. Keep it going.
Well, they imposed fucking saves against us. So. Alright, Krell is up. Alright, time to try and chain some abilities together. Alright. Well, for starters, she's going to use her bonus action to place her Hexblade's Curse on this boulette. So it is cursed for the next minute, and the curse ends early. If the target dies, I die, or I get knocked out. Till the curse ends, I get a bonus damage rolls against the cursed target equal to my proficiency bonus. Any attack roll I make against that target is a crit on a 19 or a 20. And if it dies, I gain hit points equal to my warlock level plus my charisma mod. And then I'm going to hex it even further with the spell Hex.
Apparently, Krell already hates the bullet.
Alright. Place a curse on a creature I can see within range. Till the spell ends, I deal an extra d6 of necrotic damage to the target whenever I hit it with an attack. And I can impose disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. I am going to choose Wisdom. So go ahead, Paige. Just make Wisdom saves.
I make a wisdom save.
No, make the boulette take a wisdom saves as much as humanly possible, because now it takes them all at disadvantage.
I don't think I have any spell with the wisdom save, do I?
I think you might. I think Polymorph has it.
Polymorph? Because if it has, then we have some really weird shit about to happen.
But that is all Krell can do. As the second bullet prepares to attack. That's a good thing these things hit hard, but they can only hit once.
You are right. Polymorph is a wisdom save.
Thought so.
Let's have a pet bullet that is temporarily transformed into a worm.
Alright, well the bullet's going to attempt to eat the tasty rabbit. That is not going to hit the tasty rabbit. Ooh, Ooh, as this one bears down to try to take a bite out of Krell. 15 just barely misses Krell. Jeez, Krell was almost a snack. And Paige is up.
Now, since you gave me the idea, don't blame me. I have a few questions to ask. First, the bullets are, well, aggressive, right? Like they will attack anything.
Yes.
And we have a few more rounds ready to go.
Sure.
Okay. Now, would you agree that in my herbalism kit or in my something in my backpack I would have a small pot?
More than likely. I think you also have an alchemist kit, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you definitely have some beakers and whatnot in there.
Yeah. So, what if I polymorph the bullets to, let's say, a small worm, put in the pot and get ready to use as a weapon next session, next combat?
Theoretically that could work.
In theory,
Yeah, in theory, everything can work. It's a matter of execution. I think I have an idea what you're going for, though.
let's go. Let's try it and polymorph this bullet into, let's say, what's a small creature that is also easy to find on the middle of the grass?
A mouse? I don't know.
Yeah, let's try to polymorph it into a small mouse.
Alright, so it gets a wisdom save at disadvantage. That's a 4.
It's a 4, that's a fail.
Alright, so it watches the massive land shark, the large monstrosity that is this boulette, just shrinks and morphs into a common field mouse.
And I'm going to run up to here. And since I can do it this session because I already... Actually, to try and put it inside the pot, what is it? Is a
I'll make that a bonus action.
bonus action? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try and catch it and put inside.
Alright, give me a sleight of hand to catch this field mouse. Yeah, that's good enough. You managed to, as it's trying to figure out its new form and function, you just scoop it up inside of the beaker and manage to get a stopper over the top of it.
I just turned to Krell. We have a new weapon for next turn.
Oh boy.
Don't lose concentration.
1 hour.
Yeah, he's got up to an hour of concentration. And ironically enough, I don't think Krell's concentration on her hexes get broken by that.
Honestly, incredible.
Nope. As long as the creature stays alive. Oh, I was just reading one of my Eldritch Invocations. If you were to throw that mouse in a beaker, I could turn it into a psychic hand grenade.
If I were to throw or Krell would throw.
Either or. It just has to be the creature. I can do
So we have a grenade.
It's not as good as fire elemental in a jar, but it'll do.
Fire elemental in a jar. That's a great thing to have.
I don't remember how that happened, but it ended up happening in one campaign where they trapped a fire elemental in a jar. I think they had to do something like it got summoned on them and they managed to shrink it down and capture it. like Ghostbuster style. And they just kept it in their bag for the longest fucking time. And eventually they just chucked it at an enemy. And since fire elementals are pre-programmed to just burn everything.
D&D homemade grenade.
That's not even counting the actual grenades that actually exist.
Incredible. That's all I have to say.
You know what? That situation's dealt with. Let's fire off. Oh, it's not my turn. It's Bang's turn. Let's get those longsword strikes in. 13 will miss. 27's gonna hit though. For another 12. And one more of those death strikes for an extra 6. Oh, that's 66. Ooh, that bullet's not looking so hot anymore. And what is Spoon just smart enough to do? Okay, he'll keep swinging that Dragon Slayer around because he thinks it's working. That is a miss. That one hits. For 22 points slashing damage. Ugh, this bullet is seriously not looking okay. And it's Krell's turn. Alright, how can she make this work even more effectively? You know what? She's within grabbing distance. She's gonna drop her Hex concentration to try and bestow a curse upon it. So it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or be cursed for the duration of up to a minute. And if successful, it's gonna have a hard time passing. Let's go with dexterity saves. All checks and saving throws made with dexterity. And we'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. And on each of its turns, it'll have to make an additional Wisdom saving throw. On a fail, it does nothing at all. So let's see if it can pass a Wisdom save. That is a no.
That's it for the mouse.
So the mouse bullet is now cursed by Krell. So, yeah. Ooh, and it now takes additional necrotic damage. Nice.
If it's attacked.
If it gets attacked, it takes additional necrotic damage. Alright, this one's gonna go, and it's gonna try and bite Bang again. .26 is gonna hit. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Damn near bites the bunny man in half. Bang is down.
Bite.
Ooh. Now imagine if that had hit Krell or Paige. We'd be singing soprano real fucking quick. Alright. The bullet in a jar. It's gonna make its wisdom save. 17. It just barely beats my spell save DC. So it's going to spend its time as a mouse just frantically trying to bite the jar it's in, because that's pretty much the only attack a mouse can make.
I don't think it can do anything to the jar.
No, not really. It's a pretty thick glass meant for handling alchemic substances. So yeah, it is Paige's turn.
Here, and since it's nearly dead, let's just go with a good old firebolt, which again didn't. Let me try to cast another spell to see if it goes. No.
It is really weird. Let me look at your sheet real quick.
Well, let's go with manually again. 20.
It rolls
Oh, you
fine.
can?
Yeah, it rolls fine when I click it on your sheet. It's weird.
Let me try and
Oh, you trying to do it directly from your spell page, maybe?
let me press
Okay,
F5.
I see. It's not working when you do it directly from your spell page, but if you do it from your attacks area on the core page, it works.
Oh, I see. I always did on the spell page list.
It must have changed something that messed it up. Alright. But yeah, that'll hit.
I rolled the
Yeah.
the damage already.
Yep. And you launch out your fire bolts and manage to finish off the bullet that Spoon had just barely spared. That's another one for Paige on the kill count. Taking second place.
I like the big bullet following me around.
Well, it is technically in your pocket.
That is true.
Bang's taking death saves. That's success.
I never have any luck with that save.
Spoon didn't see the whole situation with the mouse. So he's just looking around like, oh, the fight's over? So he's not really doing anything. Is there anything Krill even wants to do? Why are all my high-level fun things concentration? Oh, nothing really else to do. I guess I'll heal your word Bang. Dead bullets don't get turns. And this one's still just fruitlessly biting at the inside of the jar you've got it in. Alright, back around to Paige.
I mean, nothing much to be done, I guess.
You're just
Waiting
you're just keeping
for the
bullet.
next turn to throw the jar at something.
Oh, you're waiting for the next monster. Okay, I see what you're doing. So yeah, we can get out of combat then. Alright, what's Woots up to?
Wow, after watching that match, damn.
Bunch of goofy
Still
shit.
keeping an eye on my target, and this time, since he's just sitting there, I'm also kind of glancing around to see who he's interacting with, if anyone's beside him, or does he have any other protection, like, you know, just like if he's with anyone, or is he just solo? Or just basically, who is he interacting with? Like, is he with someone, interacting with someone, or he came alone, kind of thing? Just seeing who his friends are, if there is any around him.
Similar to yourself, he's kind of keeping to himself, trying not to be noticed as much as possible. Every now and then you'll see him raise the object up to his face and make some kind of offhanded comment into it. Usually something like what kind of weapons are being used, what spells are being cast. Kind of like he's giving during the match, like he's giving commentary of the match to whoever's on the other end of that device.
Okay, the stone. Okay.
I don't like this.
Is he still keeping it in his hand, or does he like put it in a pocket once in a while?
For the most part, it's in his hand, whether it's up to his face or just resting on his lap.
Okay.
But at the moment, you can't get a good look at the device.
Okay, I'm gonna still stay my position as my disguised self, because I got a good hour on it. And just keep on observing and overhearing him.
Alright. Well, that was quite the doozy of a match, if I do say so myself. One would think the land sharks would have been more effective. Perhaps the next beastie will be more fruitful. From the jungles of Chult, we have another massive creature, bearing 4 arms and thick white fur. Its fangs and claws twice the size of its more domestic brethren. We have the fearsome Giralon.
Oh my god, what is
Before
this?
you is a massive 4-armed silverback gorilla.
You know, I am afraid of the reason there's only one of them.
Has a lot of health. And as a bonus action, it could just be on top of you in an instant. And they get a lot of attacks.
Oh,
And when I say a lot of attacks, I mean it gets more attacks than spoon action surging.
Oh,
well, shit.
There's a reason there's only one.
Yeah, going to.
Yeah. Let's get into turn order here.
The instant I see that it's a big monkey, I just take a glance at Spoon.
Just, haha, I made you one of those.
Exactly.
And Spoon's just like, did I look like that? Why do I keep rolling mid for myself? Ugh. Bang is not having a great day. God damn, Spoon.
What I'm afraid is I am the one closest to it.
Kinda, Bang's right there too. And it goes first.
I don't like those words.
Well, Crawl goes.
It was a pleasure to meet you all.
Well, it has to hit you. Alright. So it's just gonna stampede right up over here. It just.
oh no.
It's going to expend 2 of its part of its multi attacks to just pick up the other boulette and just chuck it. Just demonstrating its raw and ferocious strength as it goes for a claw attack against Bang. What the hell is Bang's AC? 20, that does not hit. Goddamn. It's going for another claw with its other arm against Spoon, which will also miss. And then it's going to try a bite attack, which will also miss. So yeah, this Gearlon gets 5 attacks. 1 with each arm and 1 with his bite.
Well, could be worse.
Could be better. Is now the time to burn the 1 level 4 slot. I think it might be. Let's go for it. Range is 120 feet. I am well within that. Alright, let's impose a wisdom save. And we have a 2. That is a fail. As Krell begins weaving her black magic, she has just dropped the curse on the boulette, though. Too much concentration going on. But for the next minute, she's tapping into the nightmares of the Gearlon and creating an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to it. It can make that wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it becomes frightened. So, it can no longer approach or attack Krell, which means it can't get closer to Paige for right now, thankfully. And at the end of
Thankfully.
At the end of each of its turns, for the next 10 turns, it has to succeed on a wisdom save or take a buttload of psychic damage. Alright, Bang, who is barely maintaining his consciousness.
I just had the greatest idea
Oh,
on how to kill the Gearlon.
Do you, man, do you. 15 will hit. These things don't have great AC. For 9... Yeah, he'll burn the last of that, the key points. He's feeling close to death and wants to just get this over. So that's going to bring that up to 13. Barely even seems to scratch the flesh of the Gearlon as he takes that second swing for a nat 1.
Oh no.
That's a 12. Oh boy. I have no doubt he will make this. Oh yeah. He begins to slip up on the giant fucking torrents of blood that are both coming out of himself and already stream across the battlefield from all the creatures we've slain in this vicinity. But he manages to plant his sword into the ground and keep himself sturdy and steady as he goes. Holding on to those last moments of his life force as Spoon begins his turn. Spoon knows this isn't a dragon, so he's not going to use that Dragon Slayer any longer. Would he chance it? Spoon fucking would. He is going to make a strength save. Oh, that'll fail. Which means he is swinging this bad boy at disadvantage. That's a hit.
Do a hit.
14 points. Ugh. Just barely able to match up with the damage that Bang had just put out. Even with this massive sword he's swinging around, just hardly able to do anything. He's going to try and catch it on the backswing with another strength save. That strength save will succeed. And 23 will hit.
You really want to decapitate the thing, don't you?
No, but Spoon definitely would. And between the pair of Spoon and Bang, they've managed to drop it down to roughly half of it, about half of its health, give or take. And Paige is up.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Using my mage hand, I assume that since it's a big monkey, it's being attacked, and the way its picture look, it's probably like screaming, or at least with its mouth open, right?
That would be accurate, yes. I hate where this is going, but yes.
Can I use the mage hand and telekinesis to shove the jar inside its mouth?
You can certainly try.
What do I roll?
That is a very good question. I'm gonna go with Arcana. God damn. So yeah, you take your mage hand and just cast it out holding this jar. You manage to just slam it directly into the back of this Girolon's throat as it's shrieking out in agony as Spoon is slashing away at it and Bang is slashing away at it. And get a good open shot at its mouth, so let's see if it can make a Constitution save to not swallow it. Ooh, it's stuck in the back of its throat. It hasn't swallowed it, but it's in there.
I'm going to wait it for it to swallow, and I'm going to take a step back.
Alright. I really don't like where this is going.
You know exactly where this is going.
And the fact that I know that the Girolon's stomach can actually support the size of the boulette. Alright. We got a mass of flailing limbs. How does it take Phantasmal at start or end? End of each turn. Alright. It is a frenzy of claws and bites. I'm just gonna roll all four out. Oof. So the first two are against Bang, the second two are against Spoon. So each of them are taking one hit. Oh, Bang's gonna go down again. Taking a hefty right hook from the Girolon. And Spoon's gonna catch one right in the solar plexus. Just winding him momentarily. Spoon's got a lot of health left. He should be fine. What the hell should Krell do? I'm running out of fun options.
Sure. Throw a rock at its throat.
Hold on. I have an idea to make this better. This is going to make Bang automatically fail a death save, but Krell casts Shatter. Centered on the Girolon. So he's got to make a con save. That matches, so he succeeds. So he only takes 10 points of damage. But there's a funny bit of wording with Shatter. Because any non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell area, which includes that glass jar.
And remember, if I'm not mistaken, glass is a type of crystal.
So yeah, he's gonna be taking some. Oh, I made this even worse. I made this very much worse. Give me a second to calculate things here. Alright. So Bang is automatically failing a death save for being within the range of that shatter. And I've got to roll a d4 of shrapnel damage. Only 1 point of damage to the Giralon. But also 1 point of damage to the mouse. Which only has one of those.
Yes.
So, as the glass shatters and the mouse begins to fall down its gullet, it takes some shrapnel from that glass and expands back to its full size inside the Giralon's stomach. And it's going to get rolled into initiative now.
Oh yeah, everything according to plan.
We're about to fucking chest burster this Giralon. Oh god damn, it rolled high.
It's been ready. This is its moment.
Well, it's very angry.
Yeah, I can imagine. I need to reorganize my desktop here. We got 5 character sheets open at the same time. I feel like that was the best use of my turn. Ooh. I still got a bonus action, but I can't cast Healing Word, so Bang's gonna stay down this time. As I'm just absolutely reveling in the chaos I just created. Like, you can see the boulette in its stomach, like, moving around, trying to bore its way out. Alright, Bang gets a death save. That's a success. You know, sits at 1 success and 2 failures. Or 1 success, 1 failure. I can't read.
1 to 1.
Yeah. There's still a chance he's not dead. Spoon is just uproariously laughing at this situation at the moment. He's gonna try and get a little bit closer. And he's gonna do what he do and start swinging talenting you. So that's a pair of 16s, which we both had. For a total of 23 points damage. Alright, one more attack with Talon. That'll miss. But, not by much.
I assume he will be very pleased when he hear what we did to the girl.
He's gonna be like, y'all did what now? Page is up. Now you don't have to actually use time to break that concentration.
Yeah, I know. Since I don't have to break the concentration, I just seen the...
I also just realized I forgot to roll that Phantasmal Killer damage for the Giralon's turn. 19 points damage. This Giralon's just having a real bad day.
Let's see...
I'm also going to roll crushing damage for the Boulette. And it only took 8.
Let's throw in a ray of sickness.
Jesus. Oh, let me pull up.
A hit.
Yeah. Alright, so it gets a Constitution saving throw, the DC of 15.
And if it fails, it's poisoned.
That's a 6.
It's definitely poison.
Oh yeah. It takes that 7 points poison damage. And it remains poisoned until the end of your next turn. Unfortunately, that doesn't also poison the bullet inside of its stomach.
That is true, and I'll take another steps back.
Yeah, Krell's just like, I'm gonna stay here because this is gonna be a blood volcano. Alright. Now the question is, how intelligent is this Gearlon? Has an intelligence of 5. So is it gonna go base instinct or just rampage at the living thing in front of it? Ah, the mouse just died. You have to throw a new battery in it. Whew. Alright, it's gonna make 2 claw attacks towards Spoon. And I think the 17 hits with Hill Spoon's page. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's AC's 19 now. I forgot he got new armor. So yeah, both of those are going to miss, and it's going to use its lower arms to try clawing at its belly, trying to get this bullet out of it.
Ouch.
Let's see if it can break its own AC. Oh, it does. So it takes 5 points of self-inflicted slashing damage, just trying to get this bullet out before anything crazy happens. And now it gets a wisdom save again. A 14, unfortunately, does not pass Krell's 16th spell save DC. So it is taking another 40-10 from Phantasmal Killer. Oh, that'll do it. To the Gearlon, it's just got hundreds and hundreds of small ravenous, like, feral mouse-like creatures just rending its way out of those claw wounds. And we're just watching the Gearlon literally tear its stomach apart as it perceives this nightmare and acts upon it. And it just keeps ripping itself open, trying to get the feral creatures out. As the bullet finally chest bursters out of its stomach, spraying the last of its organs that the bullet had yet to consume out of it. And that is another kill for Krell. And that may have been the most violent and cruel kill to date.
Yeah, that we agree on.
Like, that's like at least 3% more disturbing than Paige's eye surgery. But the crowd goes absolutely batshit over it. Like, they came to see bloodshed and they got it, my god. But, now Spoon's got a bullet in his face.
I assume Spoon is completely red.
Oh yeah, Spoon is fucking painted. Because the Gearlon was facing him while it was doing this, so all that blood is just raining down on Spoon. Because it is considered a large creature, so it's standing a good, like, 4 or 5 feet above him.
The joys of being in the splash zone.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't woods also be red?
No, I don't think it'd go that far. It'd be like kind of like a 60-foot cone width this way. Like it's hard to let me draw. Here's my doodle.
I don't think I'm even there anymore. I think we're somewhere else in this, like,
Yeah,
you know.
you're over here. On the
I just
right
haven't
side.
moved my.
But like,
Yeah, I just haven't.
I want to assume some members of the audience are complete.
that's
Oh.
the splash zone basically. So Bang is just absolutely painted. If he were to get up right now, there'd be a rabbit-shaped imprint in the ground.
Oh, it's such a small thing. It's like, oh, is that an organ or is that a rabbit?
But the Boulette gets to go now. And it's going to try and launch down on Spoon. And that 9 ain't doing nothing for him. Alright, Krell's up. Alright. If I'm correct, I think it just... Okay, so just my Hexblade's Curse is still on that Boulette. Because that one isn't concentration.
The small wordings of the spell making life hard for enemies since what year was the Indian launched?
I don't know, somewhere in the 70s. Let's go with the double tap Eldritch Blast from back here.
It's 1974.
I was in there. Alright, so the first one will definitely hit. For 6 force. And my proficiency. My proficiency is 4. So I'll take 10 points force damage. That was not nearly the damage I was hoping for, but I put my big guns on the Gearlon, so what can I say? Bang is up, still on his death throws. That's a fail. Currently stands at 1 success, 2 failures. Another failure will put him in the grave.
Oh no.
And Spoon is up. Alright, Spoon's gonna go ham with his one-handers again. So now 1. The other, I think both of the other 2 will hit. Yeah, both of the other 2 with Talon will hit. So we'll roll the first one's damage. 11 points. Solid hit from Spoon. What's he got on that nat 1? I swear, I always, like, every nat 1 that's been rolled recently has always fallen into the same 4-digit grouping within the chart, which imposes a dexterity save. That's a nat 1 on the save. So Spoon goes to swing Hugh after landing that good hit with Talon. He loses his footing in the gore-strewn field we've made here. And ends up falling prone. So his turn now ends, so he doesn't get that second attack with Talon. And melee attacks are going to have advantage on him until he's able to get himself unproned. And Paige's up.
Well. Let's go with another ray of sickness.
Alright. I think the funniest part of that is Krell didn't see any of that happen. She heard all of that happen. 12 is going to miss.
Always miss. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Alright. Roulette is up. And it's going to make more bite attack. 25 is going to hit Spoon.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
for 26 points damage.
He's dead.
That's Spoon. Spoon's fine. He's not even half health yet.
I'm so worried about Bang. I'm like, I know he's not here anymore, but you know.
Yeah, you want his character to be able to walk away because he was so excited.
Let me have this hope, DM. Just let me have this.
Alright, I have to get closer. So I'm going to move over here. Because I have daggers to throw. We're going to throw the Dagger of Venom and Nightingale. Dagger of Venom will miss, but Nightingale will strike true for 7 points damage. And that is just my actions. So I will bonus action. Healing Word. Bringing Bang back up to 5. How long he'll stay there remains to be seen. But unfortunately, while you do lose all your successes, you don't lose failures until you take a long rest.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Bang is up. Oh, damn, Bang, why do you not have any healing at all?
Well, what about that quick monk heal? No, that's right. He used all his key points.
Yeah, he's out of key points.
Get the fuck out of there, Bang!
Well, yeah, he can use his bunny bounce. So he can leap up to the 20 feet. And he does not take an attack of opportunity. And he's going to throw a couple shuriken. Both will hit. For a total of 17 points damage. As Bang finally just barely gets back into combat. Like, he's soaked in blood. Like, there is not a square inch of his body that isn't soaked in either his or something he's fought in the last, like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
The ground has just a rabbit mark.
Yeah. Alright, Spoon's up. He's got to use half his speed to get up. Wait a moment. Hold on. I have to go back and re-roll an attack here. Because the Boulette had advantage on Spoon. Okay, didn't matter. You always gotta double check that, because he could have gotten a nat 20 and Spoon would have been in pain.
Spoon comes back next session. Oh yeah, your character is dead.
Alright. Go with the Talon Hue combo. Oh, he got a nat. All three of those attacks hit.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Alright, so that is 14, 25, 38. This Spoon is absolutely soaked in blood, going on a complete rampage, just wanting to put this creature down and raise his glory even further. Just hacking and slashing away at it, trying to keep its attention away from Bang, who's critically injured. And finally brings it down, putting yet another kill for Spoon on the kill count.
I assume the crowd at this moment must be fucking exploding.
Oh yeah. Not quite as much as they were when we chest bursted the Gorillon, but the hype is here. Unfortunately, we're not done fighting yet. There is still another.
There is another, always a master and an apprentice.
I like the music dramatically cut off right after I said that.
I want to see Mason's comment on the match.
Well, he's a vampire, so that much bloodshed, probably pretty exciting to him as I prepare the next creature. And this one is by far the most intelligent of every creature we fought thus far. Where the Barghests were sentient, this creature is beyond sentient. This is the one and only creature in this entire encounter that is capable of using its own magic.
Oh boy.
The everlasting serpent. The Naga.
Ah, fuck. The moment you said the everlasting serpent, I was going to ask if he was a naga.
Yeah, these bad boys are 11th level spellcasters.
And if I'm not mistaken, they will not die. They will just like drop from the ground for a while.
Something like that. Yeah, rejuvenation. If it dies, the Naga returns to life in 1d6 days, engage with all its hit points. Only a wish spell can prevent it from functioning. And it's brought here by a very rich benefactor, so he's definitely not losing what he paid in for this creature. But yeah, massive green serpent, the Naga. The actual quote in here is, "If you destroy me, I will return, and everyone you care about will suffer for it."
Well,
Alright.
I don't know. I think if you kill it and you come back in some 40 days and like everything's destroyed, I think you'd wake up. What the hell did I miss?
Alright, let me shrink that just a bit.
oh boy, can we defeat this?
For reference, it has less health than the Girolon did.
Oh, that's at least that's better.
Its stats are significantly better, though. And it just rolled a 21 on initiative.
Oh boy. Let's go with a net 20. Shit.
Yeah, right in the middle again. Oh, Spoon.
You were our last hope.
Bang! What the fuck? At least Bang got a 13 out of that because it's really high initiative bonus.
Oh, monster today went first.
Well, Bang gets a +9 to his initiative, so normally he's got high initiative. Krell's been rolling right in the fucking middle. Alright. What is this creature gonna do first? I have to read something on Spoon's page. I think that's the ability. Oh, it doesn't work how I thought it does. Okay, this could suck. What's the range on that?
I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
It's going to slither up a bit closer, barricading its back against this wall, and it's going to attempt to spit poison at Spoon. 21 is gonna hit. So Spoon gets to make a con save. And he's got real good con, so I'm hopeful. 24, that will pass. So he's only gonna take half of 10d8. Oof.
Oh.
He takes half of that. So 19 points damage. And he's not poisoned.
At least that.
Alright, Krell. Krell. What the fuck is Krell gonna do? She had to go use her big move. Granted, I doubt this thing's gonna fail a wisdom save, being a caster itself. Well, it kind of gets rid of like a lot of Krell's utility. Fuck it, Eldritch Blasts. Let's go. 24 and a 17. First one hits. For 8 points force. Alright, Bang. Let's throw some more shuriken. He's just
How
trying
many
to
of those
keep...
does he have?
He's got approximately 92 left.
Oh, holy shit.
Well, they're darts. They're cheap. He bought a lot of them with his starting gold. So yeah, both of those will hit. For 8 points damage. Pitiful
Makes
mortal beings. Can hardly even scratch my scales. And Spoon is up. Spoon's apparently thinking everything remotely draconic looking is a dragon, so he's gonna take up that Dragon Slayer again.
It has scales, it's a dragon.
Pretty much. There's another nat 1 from Spoon.
Oh, keeps rolling at once.
Spoon's rolled a lot of them.
I should have kept the jar for this round.
Yeah, but it would have been a lot harder to get this creature to swallow it. What else can Spoon tack on to things? Oh, I just realized Spoon has yet to use his action surge. Ooh. Alright, we'll see how this nat 1 goes. Alright, so the first damage is 14. Just hacking into its hide, or at least trying to, just scattering the scales to the wind. Let's see if I can not roll directly in the middle of the d20 again. Ooh, 5. What's a 5 do? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, Spoon, being tired from frontlining this entire time, it's beginning to take a toll on his stamina as an older gentleman, and he's been swinging around big swords a lot, so he's beginning to tire. His strength wanes. And he overextends himself going for a hefty hit. And he's going to be suffering an advantage attack on his next turn. From the Naga. Alright, what's Paige up to?
Well, let's go with. Let me see if the distance is correct. Yep.
You measure
I'm
a
going to
lot,
cast
so.
Blight.
Oh boy. Alright, ping that shit.
It has to go.
Alright. A creature of choice that you can see within 30 feet. You're within 30 feet. Necromantic energy washes over the creature. Draining moisture and vitality from it. Makes a con save. Ooh, it does get a +7 to con. 15
Just hits.
matches.
So it takes half of 35.
Man, I only did 35. Damn. God damn.
And
So
that was my
that's
last 4th level
18.
spell slot.
Well, he did a good amount of damage to it, bringing it down nearly halfway.
$16 damage, I think you did.
18.
18, nice.
I have to read all these attacks I can do. Alright, the Naga is going to stare at the puny human man that stands beneath it, trying to hack away at its immortal frame, and it's going to impose a wisdom save on him. Ooh, that is not good. Come, puny human. Wouldn't you like to kill your friends?
Oh no.
As the
Oh,
Naga
no.
casts command on him.
Wow.
Well, it's one word. It's a one-word command. So
I know this word, and now that you put me on the spot, I can't think of it. Turncoat. Turncoat. Had to think. Took me a second. So now Spoon turns around to face the remainder of the party, shouldering that greatsword of his. His eyes kind of glazed over with green light. And he just does one of those half-mouth toothy grins.
Oh no.
As the Naga's turn, and Krella's up. And unfortunately, Command is not a concentration spell. So even if she wanted to break it, I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she has anything that could counter charm Spoon. See, if I had thought in any way it was going to charm him, last turn I could have used my counter charm ability. That would have given him advantage on that, but...
Fuck. I'm so slow. I forgot I had counter spell.
Yeah. You know how many times I've forgotten that I have frickin' Hellish Rebuke? Because it's a lot. What can I do? would that work? It has a chance, but it's not a great chance. God, all my spells are kind of useless in this situation. So let's do what Krell do best. First, going to use a bonus action to give that bardic inspiration to Paige. So you get to add a D8 to a ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay, nice.
For the next, you can do that once within the next 10 minutes. So for however long we're fighting this Naga. Do I want to try and fuck with its head? I feel like it's too smart to fall for most of my tricks. Well, you know what's never failed me? Sharp objects.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Nightingale's still in the boulette currently. I still have Ren, Sever, Rend, and my regular daggers. So I'm just going to use Rend and Sever. I am within distance. Okay. Go Rend and Sever. That is a nat 1. God damn. You guys are fucking both blessed and cursed today. This is a 4. Oh, I'm on the wrong table. That's shooting. Where's my 3?
That color of dice is bipolar. It either rolls really high or really low.
Alright. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Whew. Just almost slips up on the cascade of blood. That's really an issue here. Like, it's almost difficult to rate at this point. But manages to catch herself and launch the second attack, Sever, for 5 points piercing damage. This is not going well, like, at all. Bang's gonna throw some more shuriken, because that's what Bang do. Especially when he's trying real hard not to die. First one misses, second hits. For another 4. We're just chipping health away just by throwing things at the snake at this point. And Spoon begins to go on the warpath. He's going to pull out that hand axe and throw it at the bunny.
Oh no.
That's a nat 20.
No!
Oof. So that's going to do 9 points damage, dropping him.
That's how money goes. Betray. Betrayed.
Apparently. And Spoon uses his movement to close distance with Krell, because Krell is obviously the bigger threat to Spoon itself.
Last words of Bang. É tutu, bruto. Spoon.
And he's got that Dragon Slayer. Oof. And Krell's
Ouch.
gonna eat one from that great sword for 20 points slashing damage. Just, she knows that wasn't a big snake. She just heard something come at her and a big sword just slam her in the gut. Like, she just got the biggest look of, like, confusion right now. She's like, I thought we were fighting a snake. Oh. Just dropped Krill to nearly half, and Paige is up.
Uh, First, I'm going to upcast Blight since I don't have any 4th level spell slots
Alright.
anymore.
Alright. Imposing another con save. That's a 25, so it's only taking half damage. That's what, 33, so I take 17.
And I'm going to try and telekinetically shove Spoon away from Krell.
Alright.
Which he has to make a strength save. This, if I'm not mistaken, the same thing as my.
That's a 20.
Yeah, it's a 15 he had to pass, so yeah, he stays where he is.
He just looks mildly perturbed and just gazes over you with that sickening grin.
Hey, only lasted 1 round.
Alright. Spoon is making Krell's grin look less creepy by the second. Oh, the Naga is up again. Does do it? I think it does. Alright. The Naga is going to slither up into melee range and try and take a bite out of Paige.
Oh no,
That's a nat 1.
it's a nat 1.
Listen, the dice are cursed when they need to be, and I am not complaining about it. 5. It overextends itself, going for that quick takeout of the little man, and just slams its face into the ground, coming down a little bit early as Paige manages to backpedal just a little bit. And, yeah, until its next turn, all attacks on it are going to be an advantage.
Look like a snake and you are just as dumb as one, aren't you?
A simple
provoke.
error.
Let's provoke the enemy, nothing wrong with that.
What do I do? What the hell do I do? I could potentially knock out Spoon. But do I want to risk that?
I would say Krell would go directly to the huge snake right at the side of her.
Probably, because you would have heard it slither up and noticed it far more than the creature that just ran up and slammed her with a big sword. Alright, so she's going to bonus action call Nightingale back to her hand, and then throw both Ren and Nightingale at the Naga. Ooh,
Nice.
that is a nat 20, so I don't need to roll advantaged for Ren, but I do have that advantage still for Nightingale. That's a 19 on the die. So both of those will hit. And she's going to pack in her Fury of the Small and use her last bit of Bardic Inspiration to tack on Psychic Blades as well. Going for all the damage.
Let's go.
So that's 38 plus 9.
Holy shit, that's a lot of damage for Psychic Blades.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's Fury of the Small, which does plus 10 immediately.
And it rolled 3-6.
Oh, I did too. God damn. Yeah, my Psychic Blades, I rolled max damage. I lost track of the damage. That's 38. 47. The first attack hits and it just blasts this Naga near point blank range with just this onslaught of Psychic Blades. I did not type that in, right? What the hell was it just at? Oh, 53. And then the second attack from Nightingale. I forgot to remove the bonus damage. So ignore that whole top one. So after the rain of Psychic Blades comes in, her second blade, Nightingale, comes through. And just all the Psychic Blades had managed to like slam into nearly the same spot, just drilling a massive opening into this creature. As Nightingale soon follows, hitting that exact same spot and piercing straight through the Naga's flesh and out its back end, taking it out by 1 point.
Wow. That was luck.
Whew. Now, does command end when the creature dies?
It said it lasted a round, so.
Yeah, it does last 1 round. So you have the command drops and Spoon's eyes fade back to their normal color as he stands there with his sword still pressed against Krell's abdomen. With her just like the biggest look of desperation in her eyes, just pouring sweat, covered in blood. And the crowd goes absolutely ballistic at this come from behind victory. And Banks turns next in order for that death save. And that's a 3.
Eto to Spoon, and he goes.
He just gasps his final breaths, which send a spurt of blood out of his fresh axe wound as Bang passes from this mortal plane. And we can get rid of turn order.
First thing, I'm going to use Mage Hand to slap the back of Spoon's head. Don't be enchanted so easy.
Ah, what the hell?
That probably would hit his reaction.
Ugh. That was a nail biter. But at last we have won, as Spoon's gonna go over and collect Bang's body. Actually,
Can I use my... sorry.
no, you're good.
Can I use my ink to draw like a little mustache on the Naga?
I don't see any reason why not.
Let's do that.
Ugh.
It's going to get pissed when it wakes up.
In 1d6 days.
How many days? Oh, tomorrow.
Well, it's 1d6 plus like what? It's 1d6 plus something. Nope, just 1d6. So it's gonna be back at this time tomorrow, and it's gonna have a big old mustache painted on its face, and it won't know it. I can't believe it. They've bested the beast. The creature is slain. Although said to be immortal, it seems they've found a way. And there we have it. With the loss of one of their companions, we have our champions. And the crowd again cheers quite loudly. And it's at this time Woots will know that just after the creature went down, the man she was eyeing got up and quickly went to leave.
When he moves past me, like when I kind of see the front view of him, do I notice any like symbols, crests, markings on his clothing? What kind of fabric is his clothing? That's another thing too. Like, is there anything I can quickly identify? Or
pretty sure I specifically described it, but I seem to have already tossed out that notes page.
oh,
Unless it's on his character description itself. Doesn't seem to be. But he's wearing rather finely made clothes that Eastern nobility might be wearing. Made of like really high quality silks and other fabrics. And it's got a black and gold color scheme that's unusual in the underground. Like, these are dye colors you wouldn't have even seen working as a seamster.
yeah. I mean, even if I'm wearing dark colors, they're faded to shit. So
Yeah.
he's got some high quality stuff
Yeah.
going on. Okay.
His is pristine.
Okay. If he's quickly stepping out or rushing, can I quickly try to get up to follow him?
Yeah. So you'd
Okay.
be entailing him as he's making his way towards the exit. And he's no frills, like he's beelining for the exit of the temple. He wants to get out of here as soon as possible. Trying to disappear before the crowd even begins to leave. Like,
Okay.
he's almost as good as you at blending in, and you nearly lose him at one point.
Oh. Skilled.
What's probably
Okay.
making the most important job at the moment.
Pretty much gathering information while we're out here almost dying to get a puzzle box. And just as I mentioned that, our boy Mason and his wealthy benefactor will descend into the ring, almost kind of like Mary Poppins drifting down on her umbrella. Is the only way I can describe it. Well, it seems we have our winner. Who am I kidding? I knew you lot would win. You knew what was at stake, after all.
We thank you for your confidence. And I immediately want to know the name of the person who came with Mason.
Now I have to find it.
Not exactly asking him, if you know what I mean.
Mauricio Ventilus.
Mauricio Ventilus. Let me take a note of that.
It seems you lot have won my treasured puzzle box. I'm sad to see it go, but fortunately I'm in need of emergency funding, so I had to let it go. But
No,
the turnout was well worth it for tonight. I think I'll make
No,
a
already
tidy
thought so.
profit.
yes, don't worry, the box will be put to good use.
I'm sure it will. It's been only usable as a paperweight for me thus far. The rumors are true. It has remained unopened for many hundreds of years. And now I
Have you
give it to
tried to
you.
open?
Oh, I've paid dozens of scholars to try to open it, and none of them have been able to. Perhaps it takes a different touch. In any regard, maybe I shouldn't have worn my best shoes out here. It seems you've made quite a mess.
Well, blood is a common thing in combat.
Yeah, you notice the Mason's floating like a couple inches off the ground, just completely avoiding it. He might be a vampire, but he doesn't want bloody shoes.
I know you are prepared, but I'm going to give the warning anyway. This thing is going to be back up in a couple of days.
Oh, I'm well
They-
aware. It's quite the moneymaker, you see. Put it in fights like this, 9 times out of 10 it kills its opponent. And even if the opponent kills it, I get it back in less than a week. Quite the scheme, if you ask me.
Quite clever. Just hope it never escapes.
Well, we have a mutual agreement, a bit of a binding spell, you know?
Useful.
Well, I think I'll be on my way. And he'll begin to float back up towards the wall where he was originally standing.
Interesting fella.
Yes,
Wonder where
quite eccentric, that one.
I wonder where he got this box.
Couldn't tell you. Probably from some other collector.
Well, you guys are going to have quite the cleanup after that.
Yeah, I suppose so, but we pay people for that. I have no idea how we're going to explain the exploded beast you made over there, but, yeah. That's gonna be a tough one. Because you gotta remember, someone's gotta drag all these dead creatures out of here. And the gorillan was the biggest of all of them. And, he's in chunks.
Well, let me say, those guys deserve quite the big pay if they can clean this.
Oh, they are paid very handsomely, I assure you. Hell, with your skills, you could probably do it.
Yeah, I could. I just won't.
Fair enough. Unless we have any other business, I'm afraid I have some paperwork I must attend to.
Well,
Come now, spit it out.
wait, I'm thinking my words. Oh, Mr. Mason, I was hoping actually if you could, if you could, we could arrange a meeting about some people in town.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
I want to talk to you with you about some specific subjects we are being searching for.
I'm sure you have a secretary or accountant or something of that nature by now. Send them over. We'll arrange something.
Certainly. I don't know. Have a good evening, I guess.
And to you as well. He'll begin to float back up and start strolling out the rear entrance towards his office. He's got a lot of paperwork to do regarding everything that just happened. The transfer of coin and ownerships, death certificates.
That certificate.
Some of the creatures we just killed were sentient,
Yeah.
and one of them you sent to hell.
I mean, he was from there, so
But yeah, following that, we should probably make our way back to the entrance to meet back up with Woods.
Oh no, I was still following that guy.
Yeah, we're headed
As
out.
much as I
to where-
could.
Yeah, we're headed out to
Oh.
where we assume you're gonna be.
Okay.
well, let's go. First thing after leaving, I already cleaned myself.
Just before you've even left the ring, we make our way back upstairs to the temple casino. Spoon's got what's left of Bang over his shoulder. We'll give him a proper burial later.
Rabbit stew for dinner.
That's fucked. That is very fucked. And on the far end, we see Woots hurriedly running out the entrance. And makes his way outside and glances around and appears to have lost the person they were pursuing. Soon as he got outside, he immediately blended in with the crowds and made his escape. But you do have a pretty good. You did get a good look at him since you were sitting there staring at him for quite a while, so you know exactly what he looks like. You know what colors he's prone to wear. You know pretty much his societal level.
Okay.
And the rest of us will come outside to meet Woots.
Oh, I'm still disguised. They don't know what I look like. No, wait. One of you guys got true sight, right?
No. One of us is blind,
Oh.
so technically true sight, but it's more like, it's blind sight, not true sight.
Oh.
So I can hear through invisibility, but I can't see through a disguise.
Okay.
And she hasn't known Woots long enough to be able to approximate, like, his weight, his gait, any of that stuff, to identify him at a distance. But the rest of us come outside, and obviously not spotting Woots because he's in disguise, we're going to start making our way back home to wash up after this bloody disaster. And hopefully begin to figure out the puzzle box. And that is where we will end today's session.